everyone, my name is Jeong Hoon and today I'm going to introduce you about my first intelligent agent project, which will be the Private Economic Secretary PES. Here's the overview of my proposal. First, I will start with a brief executive summary part outlining the problem, my solution idea, and the expected outcome. Then in motivation part, I'll explain why this project matters and the pain point I aim to solve. And next, on the scope and objective part, I will clarify what I was building in this app and what success looks like. And in technical architecture part, I'll show how the data flows into the app and how I implement it with using the service of Google Opal. Then I'll walk through a case study part focusing on identifying the core essence rather than just copying features. And finally, I'll close with conclusion part summarizing key insights and next further works. So let me begin with a quick executive summary. Today, investing is becoming essential for everyone, but markets are heavily influenced by both macroeconomic indicators and micro-level company updates. This creates information overload and make it hard for individuals to quickly understand what truly matters. My solution is to take key signals from economic indicators to company news and distill them into a fast, actionable market brief with an automated analysis report. As a result, users can receive a concise, analytical report tailored to the company or market, which the user will be used as an input, helping them make faster and more informed decisions. In today's market environment, retail investors face an overwhelming number of asset classes and constant volatility. Interpreting economic signals and market movement has become costly and time consuming without professional tools. And my service aims to bridge that gap by offering accessible, standardized, analysis grade reports so everyday investors can understand the market with clarity and confidence. Next, let's go over the scope and objective part. This service targets users who feel overwhelmed by volatility and too much information and who wants a clear, decision-ready insights. First, I provide a macro and sector radar to capture big picture signals like growth, inflation, interest rates, liquidity, and sector rotation. And second, I add micro level ticker intelligence, summarizing margins, guardians, valuation multiples, and key catalysts for individual companies. And finally, I deliver a decision ready analysis card giving a concise view and actionable direction tailored to current market conditions. Here's the technical flow of my app's system. Users first select the report type and enter the company or ticker name. That input goes into my analysis pipeline where I process the information and conduct deeper research. From there, model generate both a decision-focused analysis and a visual representation, which then combine into a final report. So overall, it is a structured path from user input to automated research to a clear, actionable output. In this system, the user provides two simple inputs. First, they choose the type of report, for example, like a financial analysis. And second, they enter the specific stock or company's name and select the focus they want, and such as a macro view or a technical snapshot. Using these inputs from the user, the app analyzes the data and performs deeper research and then generates both the analysis and supporting visuals and finally delivering a clear decision-ready report. And first, the analyze input stage with the user's selection and routes the workflow. Based on the report type, it decides which tasks to run and what outputs to prepare. For now, I support a financial analysis function but the portfolio design function is planned as a next step. After the model captures the input from the user, the pipeline runs through three main parts. The first, deep research part, compiles a compact summary with a brief detailed analysis for the chosen ticker or company. And second, the generation of the image part returns that subject into an app-ready visual concept without logos, brand text, and or real charts. And third, decision analysis part synthesizes the research to provide a buy or hold or sell view with near-term price outlook. These outputs are assembled into one clear decision-ready report. Now I will show you the real report result generated by using Oppo. On the right side, you can see an example of the initial screen that appears when a user enters Samsung Electronics for an example. Next, these are the sequential screens provided by Oppo. First, service show a concise summary of the analysis report and then provide quarterly comparisons and sector-level analysis tables. Also, service present an evaluation that summarizes and analyzes key news over the selected time period, and finally, service display the investment opinion screen. Now I will move into the case study portion of the project. Here, we looked at the company name Safe Ticker and focus on identifying its core essence. The key takeaways are real-time updates, stock essence summarization, one-place curation, an event calendar, and source diversity. It ranks price-moving signals from multiple sources and delivers a concise three-line brief for each ticker, supported by an event schedule and source verification. This matters because it cuts noise, surface only high-impact information, and helps users make faster, more confident decisions. However, one limitation is that users still rely on preset formatting and may not receive a tailor-made analytical perspective or structured investment stance. My app system addresses this by generating a personalized decision-ready analysis card that reflects the user's focus and time horizon. Now, I will also highlight Yahoo Finance as a reference point. Here, I analyze the platform to extract its core essence rather than replicate its interfaces. The key elements are a watchlist first hub, integrated quotes and charts, aggregated news, fundamentals, and valuation data, plus calendars and alerts. Yahoo Finance brings together price data, filling, news, and company financials into unified entity pages and enhances it with personalization features like watchlist and alerts. This is valuable because users avoid constant context switching, and they can see prices, news, and fundamentals in one place and receive timely notifications that help them react more confidently. However, the platform can feel information dense and requires manual scanning to extract insights. My solution improves on this by delivering distilled analysis style summaries and decision-ready cards, reducing time to insight even further. To conclude, we studied both Save and Yahoo Finance as a case study and saw that they focus on fast, watchlist-driven market viewing, combining news, basic charts, fundamentals, and event alerts to shorten time to insight. My approach builds on that idea but with a sharper angle. Services focus on a 5-day or 10-day or like 1 to 3 month. It depends on the user's input about what's hot snapshot or like one screen curation and schema checked, source diverse 3-line briefs for fast, low friction scanning. And most importantly, my apps goes a step further. For each ticker, service gather relevant articles, generate a structured analysis report, simplify complex financial information for non-experts, and also provide a clear investment stance alongside the summary. So, Instead of just viewing market data, users receive actionable and digestible insights to support real decisions in a short time. Furthermore, I'm planning to add another function of private economic secretary, which is my service, which are portfolio provision function in further steps so that it could work as a real secretary. So, thank you for your attention, and my presentation is finished. And if you have any question, please email me. Thank you.